Okay, I took apart a Breadmaker. We start with the control panel. We've got buttons, an LED, a buzzer, and an LCD display. On the back, we have a microprocessor that's running the whole show, as well as some printed circuitry. This is connected by a ribbon lead to an electrical control unit, which has on it a thermistor. This is embedded in a gummy resin, and it goes into the side of the cavity. This allows us to precisely measure the temperature of the cavity, and that will become important later. But for now, let's follow the negative lead from the mains out through these two 10 amp fuses, both of which are redundant because they're in series. This runs into a parallel circuit with the heater. The heater then runs out the positive lead into our control unit. Now, remember our thermistor from earlier? Now this allows us to precisely control the current flowing through the positive lead, and this allows us to precisely control the heat being emitted by the heater. So we get the cavity and the dough at the right temperature so it cooks properly. In parallel with that whole shebang, we have a phase converter allowing 3-phase power to be run into this motor, which has a narrow drive shaft running into a belt, running into a flywheel, which is much larger, giving lots of mechanical advantage and lots of torque at a lower speed. This runs a drive shaft through a coupling into another coupling, which drives the agitator inside the bread pan. This mixes and kneads the dough, mixes and kneads the ingredients into dough, which will be then cooked by the heating element. I should also mention the grounding wire, one end of which is attached to one end of the heating element. This little contact in series connects to the motor mounting plate, and all of this runs down a coupling through the wire, out the grounding pin and into earth.